Hi, Dr. Bob here from Active Life Chiropractic. And as the coronavirus continues to dominate in the headlines, in this short video, I just wanted to reach out and show our patients what precautions we are taking, as well as provide a few tips that I think will help the average person boost their immune system, and they can actually start doing this week. So in our office though, I will say, we're sanitizing all of the instruments, the tables, the treatment rooms. We do this after every single patient that comes in our office, as we always have, so that's not very different. But we've also stepped up our efforts in the fact that we've hired a professional cleaning service that is now providing services on a daily basis. And if you're coming into our office, you'll also notice that we stopped using our sign-in sheet, so you're not sharing a pen with everyone. So in substitute of that, we'll actually sign you in electronically using our software. And so we're trying to group our patients so that we don't have these large volumes of patients in at the same time. So we're trying to minimize the crowds, so to speak. So scheduling, you wouldn't really notice is very different, but for us, it's a little bit has changed just slightly. And then the last thing I will say is that in addition to all of this, I just wanted to take some time and explain what I do to stay healthy. Because over the last few days, I've had the vast majority of my patients ask me this question. You're like, what do you do to stay healthy? So I just wanted to show you what it is that I do. Because the environment that I'm in, I'm around so many patients, and I'm in close proximity to them on a weekly basis. I'm exposed to all sorts of different viruses and bacterial infections, especially in the fall and the winter months. And while I'm not in the same situation, I wouldn't say as nurses or doctors that work in hospitals where the vast majority of their patients are sick, I would compare my situation maybe maybe resembles more like teachers or maybe someone that works in a daycare or a nursing home that needs to take steps so not only do they not get sick, but since they're in contact with a vulnerable group, they also don't want to spread anything too. But anyway, here is what I do. So in terms of supplements, the ones that I take on a daily basis include, I take vitamin C, I take zinc, I take magnesium, I take vitamin D3, and I take probiotics. And I do all of these on a daily basis. The brands that I use in most cases I've found when it comes to supplements and vitamins, you really get what you pay for in most cases. So while the supplements that I just named are relatively inexpensive, I definitely use more of an expensive brand like Garden of Life or Moss Nutrition or Clear Labs. And if I feel like I'm catching something, I double or triple the amount of these vitamins, and then I add in elderberry syrup, and then I diffuse essential oils. And while I'm definitely not an expert on essential oils, or a lot of people out there that know way more than I do, the ones that I'll use On Guard or a combination of, for example, eucalyptus, lemon, tea tree, and clove. And then finally, I use chiropractic care to support or boost my immune system, because research shows that a chiropractic adjustment can boost the immune system as much as 400%. And it's almost like, you get the adjustment and it kind of like wakes up your immune system from a deep sleep and then just sends it out to war. So research shows that the bloodstream is just flooded with white blood cells and what we call CD4 cells following a chiropractic adjustment. And my family, including my children, all do this as well. So for example, my 3-year-old is at a picky eating stage, and it seems like all he wants to do is eat spaghetti for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have to get a little creative and sneak these vitamins into smoothies, or whenever we juice vegetables or fruit at home, we'll sneak it into that because he does drink those. But my family also comes into the office and they get adjusted once a week, as do many of my patients. And I will say that getting adjusted, at least on a weekly basis, when you look at the patients, there's a vast difference in the health of someone who's doing this as opposed to someone who only comes in when they're sick or they're actually in pain. And I don't say any of this to, I don't say this to build my practice or get more patients on a routine basis or anything like that. I just know that over 14 years and seeing patients who are routinely seen, they rarely catch anything, and if they do, it's rare, but it runs its course within a couple of days. I never see any chronic issues with those types of patients. But in addition to all of this, I also make sure that I exercise multiple times a week, I drink plenty of water, and I try to get quality sleep at night too, because it is very important. And I rarely get sick, but if I do, for me, it's usually a problem in the sleep area, or it's my diet that's contributing to my suppressed immune system that let me catch something. But I would just like to say, to kind of wrap this up, that in our office we're doing our absolute best to prevent the spread of this virus through sanitation and great hygiene. I hope everyone stays healthy, and I'm always here if you have any questions or concerns. Please feel free to reach out.